Have you ever wondered why some people seem unsettled by your presence, even when you've done nothing but stay true to yourself? It's not your imagination, it's the silent power of being a chosen one. You carry an energy so unique, so magnetic, that it often challenges others without you even trying. But here is the twist. Their fear isn't really about you. It's about the mirror you hold up to their insecurities and limitations. What makes this dynamic even more fascinating is how subtle it can be. One moment, you are simply sharing your truth, and the next, someone feels compelled to criticize or undermine you. Why? Because your authenticity is a spotlight that illuminates their shadows. The path of a chosen one isn't easy, but it's profoundly rewarding. It's a journey filled with challenges, revelations, and growth. And while others may not understand it, your connection to spirituality and prosperity is unshakable. In this video, we'll uncover the deeper reasons behind why people fear the chosen ones. Together, we'll explore the adversities you face, the hidden protection that surrounds you, and the empowering truths that elevate your journey. By the end, you'll not only understand why they fear you, but also learn how to embrace your spiritual identity with confidence and grace. Let's dive in and discover the truth about your extraordinary path. Being a chosen one isn't always the glamorous journey people imagine. It often comes with challenges, especially when others feel threatened by your authenticity. Your spiritual awakening acts like a mirror, reflecting truths they're not ready to face. For instance, when you confidently share your insights, some might dismiss them as too idealistic. This resistance stems from their own insecurities, not your message. Remember, their reaction is about them, not you. People's discomfort with your growth can manifest in subtle or overt ways. Have you ever noticed someone rolling their eyes when you talk about mindfulness or prosperity? Maybe they downplay your success or make sarcastic comments. These behaviors often stem from fear of change, fear of your light outshining theirs. It's a universal truth. When you rise, others may resist, but their resistance is no match for your purpose. Spirituality often feels like walking through a storm with an umbrella only you can see. Some adversaries will criticize because they don't understand, while others might envy the peace you radiate. Picture a garden thriving amidst barren soil. That's you. Your abundance and connection to the divine inspire curiosity in some and jealousy in others. Their negativity isn't your burden to carry. Negative reactions can come from unlikely sources, including close friends or family. Have you ever felt unsupported by someone you expected to cheer you on? Maybe they questioned your decisions or dismissed your spiritual practices as just a phase. This happens more often than you think, but here is the secret. Their doubts are opportunities for you to strengthen your resolve. Your journey isn't about proving them wrong, it's about proving yourself right. Here is the kicker: your growth can unintentionally trigger others' fears of inadequacy. Let's say you've recently embraced meditation or started practicing gratitude daily. Instead of encouragement, you might get passive-aggressive comments like, "Must be nice to have time for that." These remarks reveal their struggles, not yours. Rather than reacting, maintain your focus and compassion. Your calm persistence is the best response. Every chosen one faces resistance, but that resistance often signals you are on the right path. Imagine a river cutting through a mountain. It faces friction, but it flows forward regardless. Similarly, your spiritual awakening is reshaping your life, and while it may unsettle others, it's creating beauty and abundance for you. Each obstacle is a reminder of your strength and purpose. Recognizing these challenges is just the beginning. What matters most is how you navigate them. You'll soon see that adversity isn't a roadblock, it's a signpost guiding you toward your destiny. And with every step, the universe conspires to remind you, you are divinely protected, and their doubts can't dim your light. Speaking of recognizing adversity, let's dive deeper into spotting harmful behaviors and how they can be masked by false kindness. Harmful behaviors can often be hidden in plain sight, wrapped in what seems like kindness or support. Have you ever had someone offer unsolicited advice that felt more critical than helpful? For instance, a friend might say, "I am just looking out for you," while subtly undermining your decisions. These moments are your intuition's way of nudging you listen closely, because not every smile hides good intentions. One of the most common ways adversaries disguise their behavior is by questioning your motives. They might ask, "Why are you suddenly so focused on spirituality?" Or, "Do you really believe all this abundance talk works?" Their tone may seem innocent, but the underlying energy feels off. When you notice this, trust your gut, it's an ally that never lies. Recognizing these subtle jabs is key to protecting your peace. Sometimes, harmful behaviors come disguised as excessive flattery. Yes, even praise can be a weapon. Think of a colleague who constantly compliments you but never misses an opportunity to take credit for your ideas. These mixed signals create confusion, leaving you doubting their intentions. In these situations, take a step back and assess their actions over time. Consistency reveals true character. Another red flag is when people dismiss your experiences or belittle your growth. Have you ever shared a profound moment of spiritual clarity only to be met with, "That's just a coincidence," or "You are overthinking it"? These comments aren't just dismissive, they're an attempt to dim your light. Instead of internalizing their words, reaffirm your truth. Remember, your journey isn't up for debate. Recognizing harmful behaviors also involves noticing patterns of envy. Perhaps you've started seeing progress in your financial prosperity, and suddenly a close friend becomes distant or competitive. They might say things like, "Must be nice to be so lucky," reducing your hard work to mere chance. These behaviors reflect their struggles, not your success. Stay focused on your path and let their opinions fade into the background. Practical strategies can help you identify harmful behaviors without getting swept up in the negativity. For example, keep a journal of interactions that leave you feeling drained or unsettled. Over time, patterns will emerge, helping you pinpoint the individuals who don't align with your energy. Armed with this awareness, you can set boundaries that protect your peace. Recognizing these behaviors isn't about fostering paranoia, it's about sharpening your intuition and staying grounded. The more you tune in, the clearer your path becomes. Every subtle insult, dismissive comment, or envious remark is an opportunity to reaffirm your purpose. Now that you've identified these signs, the next step is learning how to stay true to your spiritual path, no matter the obstacles. Staying true to your path is about remembering that your spiritual journey is yours alone. No one else will fully understand the whispers of your soul or the visions you carry. Have you ever shared an exciting spiritual insight only to be met with blank stares or skepticism? That's okay, it's a reminder that your truth doesn't require their approval. Your path is valid simply because it's yours. It's tempting to seek validation, especially when you face resistance. But here is the thing. Trying to convince someone who's determined to misunderstand you is like arguing with a shadow, it goes nowhere. Instead of exhausting yourself, redirect that energy toward your growth. For instance, when someone questions your newfound focus on spirituality, calmly respond with kindness, then move forward without looking back. One way to stay grounded is by creating daily rituals that anchor you in your purpose. Start your mornings with meditation, affirmations, or even a gratitude journal. Picture this. You are writing down 3 things you are grateful for, and suddenly the day feels lighter, more manageable. Small practices like these remind you of your abundance, keeping negativity at bay and your focus intact. Avoiding confrontation doesn't mean avoiding strength. Walking away from an argument doesn't make you weak, it makes you wise. Let's say a coworker makes a snide remark about your beliefs. Instead of reacting, smile and redirect the conversation. Your peace is your power, and nothing disarms negativity faster than quiet confidence. This silent strength speaks volumes. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals can make all the difference. Seek out communities, whether online or in person, that share your values. Imagine joining a mindfulness group or attending a workshop on abundance and prosperity. These spaces remind you that you are not alone and offer support when the world feels heavy. A strong community is like a lighthouse during a storm. It keeps you steady. Staying true to your path also means embracing solitude when necessary. There will be moments when you feel isolated, but solitude is where clarity is born. Take a walk in nature, sit by a river, or simply spend time journaling. These quiet moments reconnect you with your inner wisdom and remind you that your strength comes from within, not external validation. Ultimately, staying true to your journey is about trusting the process. Every challenge, every misunderstanding, every doubt from others is a stepping stone to something greater. You are not here to fit into a mold, you are here to break it. And as you move forward, you'll see that the negative energy sent your way isn't just harmless, it's transformative. Speaking of energy, let's explore how the universe ensures it all comes full circle. Energy flows like a boomerang, it always returns to its source. Negative energy directed toward you may feel heavy in the moment, but the universe ensures it bounces back to the sender, often amplified. Imagine someone spreading rumors about you to undermine your credibility. At first, it stings, but over time, their actions create mistrust among others, leaving them isolated. The spiritual law of cause and effect never misses its mark. Think of the boomerang effect as the universe's built-in justice system. You don't have to lift a finger to retaliate because every action carries its own consequence. For instance, someone might try to sabotage your career out of jealousy, only to face setbacks in their own. This isn't about wishing harm on anyone, it's about understanding that the energy we send out shapes our reality. To navigate this, focus on your own vibration. When negativity comes your way, resist the urge to react in kind. Picture yourself as a mirror reflecting light, not absorbing shadows. If someone sends anger, respond with calmness. If they send doubt, hold on to faith. This doesn't just protect your peace, it amplifies your abundance and keeps you aligned with prosperity. Practical steps can help you handle negativity gracefully. For example, when someone projects their insecurities onto you, try this. Pause, take a deep breath, and silently affirm, "This energy doesn't belong to me." I release it. Visualization techniques, like imagining a shield of light surrounding you, can also deflect negativity. These small acts reinforce your connection to spirituality and remind you of your inner strength. It's worth noting that the boomerang effect isn't instantaneous, it operates on divine timing. Have you ever noticed how someone's harmful actions seem to go unnoticed for a while, only for everything to unravel later? Trust that the universe is always working behind the scenes, balancing the scales. Meanwhile, your job is to stay patient and let your integrity shine. Understanding this concept brings a sense of freedom. You don't need to engage in battles or prove your worth to anyone. Every time you choose peace over conflict, you are reaffirming your alignment with the divine. For example, when faced with gossip or criticism, redirect your focus to something uplifting, like listening to a motivational podcast or practicing gratitude. The beauty of the boomerang effect is that it teaches you to release control. Let go of the need to fix situations or people, and trust that what's meant to be will unfold. The energy you put out, whether love, compassion, or forgiveness, returns to you in ways you can't imagine. And as you step into this flow, you'll begin to see adversity as something far greater, a catalyst for your growth. Let's explore that next. Adversity may feel like a storm, but it's the rain that nourishes your roots, allowing you to grow. Challenges aren't random, they're carefully placed lessons meant to strengthen your spirit. Think about a time when you faced rejection or failure. While painful in the moment, didn't it push you to reassess, refocus, and rise stronger? That's the hidden gift of hardship. It forces growth where comfort cannot. Spiritual resilience is born in moments of struggle. Imagine a seed breaking through hard soil. It's not an easy process, but it's necessary for the plant to reach the sunlight. Similarly, your spiritual awakening requires you to confront fears, doubts, and insecurities. For example, if financial struggles test your faith, use them as an opportunity to deepen your trust in abundance. Trust that the universe has your back, even when the path isn't clear. Adversity often acts as a mirror, reflecting areas of growth we might otherwise ignore. When someone criticizes your spiritual journey, it may trigger self-doubt. Instead of retreating, ask yourself, what lesson is this teaching me? Perhaps it's patience, or maybe it's the courage to stand firm in your truth. Every uncomfortable moment holds a treasure of wisdom if you are willing to look for it. Real growth comes from embracing discomfort. Think of elite athletes, they don't reach the top by avoiding challenges. They lean into them. In your spiritual journey, setbacks like losing a job or facing criticism are the weight training exercises of the soul. Start seeing obstacles as opportunities to build spiritual muscles like compassion, perseverance, and faith. Each trial is preparing you for the abundance ahead. A powerful way to navigate adversity is by reframing it. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What is this teaching me?" For instance, if someone betrays your trust, it might be teaching you about setting boundaries or trusting your intuition. This mindset shift transforms adversity from something to fear into something to embrace, unlocking new layers of wisdom. Surrounding yourself with uplifting influences can make adversity easier to bear. Seek out mentors, books, or even podcasts that remind you of the bigger picture. A favorite example is Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning, which highlights how purpose can transform even the darkest experiences. When you focus on growth, adversity becomes less of a burden and more of a stepping stone. As you navigate these challenges, remember this: you are not alone and you are never without support. Adversity doesn't just strengthen you, it deepens your connection to the divine. Each trial brings you closer to understanding your purpose, your power, and your potential. And as you rise, you'll notice a profound sense of protection surrounding you, one that we'll explore in the next chapter. Divine protection isn't just a comforting idea, it's a reality that surrounds chosen ones like an invisible shield. Even when adversity strikes, there's a higher force working tirelessly to ensure your well-being. Have you ever looked back on a situation that seemed chaotic at the time and realized it actually protected you from something worse? That's not luck, it's divine intervention guiding you toward your greater purpose. The beauty of divine protection lies in its subtlety. Imagine missing a flight only to discover later that the plane encountered severe turbulence. These coincidences aren't random, they're the universe stepping in to shield you from harm. While you may not always see the full picture, trust that every detour is part of a greater plan aligning with your prosperity and spiritual growth. Chosen ones often attract envy and resistance, but this negativity carries its own repercussions. When adversaries act out of malice, the karmic consequences fall squarely on them. It's like throwing a rock into a pond, the ripples always return to the thrower. You, on the other hand, are safeguarded by spiritual laws that turn their ill intentions into stepping stones for your success. Divine protection also manifests as clarity in moments of confusion. Have you ever felt torn about a decision only to receive a sudden, undeniable sign pointing you in the right direction? Whether it's an unexpected conversation, a gut feeling, or even a recurring number, these moments are reminders that you are never navigating this journey alone. The universe is always speaking, you just have to listen. Staying connected to this protection requires trust and alignment. Regular practices like meditation or prayer help you tune into the divine frequency. Picture sitting quietly in a space sacred to you, visualizing a warm, golden light enveloping your body. This simple act reinforces your connection to higher forces, ensuring you are always aligned with their guidance and support. It's important to recognize that protection doesn't mean avoiding challenges altogether. Instead, it ensures that every challenge serves a purpose. For example, losing a job might feel devastating in the moment, but it could be the catalyst that leads you to a career aligned with your passions. Divine protection ensures that even life's setbacks are stepping stones toward your ultimate prosperity. The deeper you trust this protection, the more peace you'll feel, even in uncertain times. You'll start noticing how setbacks lose their sting and adversaries' actions lose their power. This sense of safety isn't just a belief, it's a lived experience that shapes your journey. As you embrace this divine guidance, you'll begin to understand why you are so keenly aware of others watching your every move, which we'll explore next. Feeling like you are always being observed isn't paranoia, it's the heightened awareness that comes with being a chosen one. Your light, authenticity, and spiritual growth naturally draw attention, sometimes from unexpected places. Have you ever walked into a room and felt eyes linger on you, even when you weren't seeking the spotlight? That's your unique energy creating a ripple effect wherever you go. This constant attention can feel like both a blessing and a burden. On one hand, it's a testament to the power of your presence. On the other, it can create pressure to meet external expectations. When people observe you closely, they're often trying to understand what sets you apart. The key is to remain unshaken, knowing their curiosity stems from the magnetic energy of your authenticity. Sometimes this attention comes with judgment, which can feel unsettling. Imagine sharing a vulnerable part of your journey, only to be met with skepticism or gossip. While it's tempting to retreat, remember that others' opinions are just reflections of their inner world, not yours. The next time you feel judged, try this. Take a deep breath, smile, and silently affirm, "Their perspective doesn't define me." It's also common for chosen ones to attract both admiration and envy. Think about celebrities or spiritual leaders who inspire millions while facing criticism from others. Your experience may not be on such a grand scale, but the principle is the same. People who feel lost or insecure might project their feelings onto you. Recognizing this helps you respond with compassion rather than defensiveness. Protecting your peace is crucial when you feel watched. Establish boundaries that safeguard your energy, whether it's limiting social media exposure, choosing carefully whom you share your journey with, or spending time in solitude. For instance, if you feel overwhelmed by others' opinions, consider taking a digital detox to reconnect with your inner self. These small steps can make a big difference. One way to shift your perspective on being watched is to see it as an opportunity to lead by example. Every choice you make, every act of kindness, and every step toward your purpose serves as a silent inspiration to others. Picture yourself as a lighthouse. Not everyone will understand your light, but for those seeking guidance, it can be life-changing. Ultimately, this sense of being watched is part of your spiritual awakening. It's a reminder that your journey is meant to stand out, not blend in. Instead of fearing the attention, embrace it as a sign that you are walking a path of purpose. And as you learn to navigate this unique experience, self-care and boundaries will become your greatest allies. A topic we'll dive into next. Self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity, especially for chosen ones navigating their unique spiritual paths. When your energy radiates brightly, it's easy for others to gravitate toward you, sometimes leaving you drained. Think of yourself as a phone battery. You can't function at full capacity if you don't recharge. Prioritizing rest, healthy habits, and moments of solitude is essential to maintaining your vitality and clarity. Setting boundaries is an act of self-love and self-preservation. Have you ever agreed to something out of guilt, only to feel exhausted afterward? That's a sign your boundaries need reinforcing. Practice saying no without over-explaining. For instance, if a friend asks for your time when you are already stretched thin, a simple, "I can't right now, but let's reconnect later," protects your energy without guilt. Physical self-care is just as important as emotional and spiritual well-being. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep aren't just good for the body, they're grounding practices that keep your spirit aligned. Imagine starting your day with a brisk walk, feeling the sun on your skin, and listening to uplifting music or a podcast. These simple rituals create harmony between your body and mind. Spiritual self-care requires consistent practices that nurture your connection to the divine. Meditation, journaling, or even breathwork can help you center yourself amidst life's chaos. One powerful exercise is writing a gratitude list every evening, focusing on the abundance you've experienced that day. This doesn't just elevate your vibration, it reaffirms your alignment with prosperity and peace. Emotional boundaries are crucial for protecting your inner peace. Sometimes, people project their negativity onto you, whether intentionally or not. When this happens, remind yourself that their emotions aren't your responsibility. Visualize a protective bubble around you, shielding your energy from negativity. This mental image is simple but profoundly effective in maintaining your equilibrium. Taking time to disconnect from external pressures is another form of self-care. In a world buzzing with constant notifications and demands, creating sacred pauses can work wonders. For example, dedicate one day a week to unplugging from technology and immersing yourself in activities that bring you joy, like reading, gardening, or spending time in nature. These pauses refresh your soul and rekindle your creativity. Establishing boundaries and practicing self-care doesn't just benefit you, it inspires others to do the same. When people see you honoring your needs without apology, they're encouraged to value their own well-being too. As you prioritize yourself, you'll notice a ripple effect in your relationships, creating more harmony and understanding. And with this renewed strength, you are better equipped to uncover the truths the universe reveals. A profound topic we'll delve into next. The universe has a remarkable way of unveiling the truth at just the right moment. As a chosen one, you'll often find yourself in situations where hidden agendas and deceit come to light, almost as if the divine is pulling back the curtain. Have you ever had a sudden realization about someone's intentions that changed your perspective entirely? These revelations aren't coincidences, they're spiritual clarity guiding you toward authenticity. The beauty of these moments lies in their timing. When someone's mask slips, it's usually when you are ready to handle the truth. Imagine discovering that a close friend has been secretly undermining you. While the initial shock stings, it ultimately frees you to focus on relationships that align with your higher purpose. The universe reveals these truths not to hurt you but to protect you. Discerning the truth requires trust in your intuition. Those gut feelings you sometimes dismiss, they're your spiritual radar picking up on subtle vibrations others might miss. For example, if someone's words don't match their actions, take a step back and evaluate their role in your life. Trusting your instincts helps you avoid unnecessary pain and stay aligned with your spiritual path. These revelations also serve as powerful lessons in discernment. Not everyone who claps for you is rooting for your success, and not everyone who challenges you is an enemy. By observing patterns and behaviors, you'll start recognizing who genuinely supports your journey and who might be holding you back. This awareness doesn't just protect you, it empowers you to make choices that foster prosperity and growth. A practical way to navigate these moments is through reflection. Take time to journal your thoughts or meditate on the situation. Ask yourself, what is this experience teaching me? For instance, if a coworker's jealousy comes to light, it might be a reminder to focus on your strengths rather than seeking external validation. Reflection turns revelations into stepping stones for spiritual evolution. While the truth can be uncomfortable, it ultimately sets you free. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones, each one representing a lie or illusion. When the truth emerges, it's like removing those stones one by one, lightening your load and freeing you to move forward. Embrace these moments as opportunities to shed what no longer serves you. As you continue uncovering truths, you'll notice how they enhance your spiritual clarity and resilience. Each revelation aligns you closer with your purpose, creating a life rooted in authenticity and abundance. And with this newfound wisdom, you'll be better equipped to navigate the challenges and blessings of being a chosen one-year journey we've explored deeply together. Now that you've uncovered the deeper truths about what it means to be a chosen one, the real work begins. How will you apply this wisdom to your life? Will you stand firm in your authenticity, knowing that the fear and resistance you face are simply reflections of others' limitations? The universe has given you a powerful gift, the ability to inspire, lead, and live abundantly. It's up to you to embrace it fully. As you continue on this path, remember that self-care, boundaries, and spiritual clarity will be your greatest allies. With each revelation, you'll grow stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true purpose. And when challenges arise, you'll know exactly how to handle them, not with fear, but with the grace and resilience that only the chosen ones possess. Take a moment to reflect. What shifts can you make today to protect your energy and embrace your divine protection? What truths have you been avoiding, and how can you embrace them to move forward in your journey? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this message helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Activate the notification bell so you can continue learning about the incredible power of being a chosen one.